bakit pa ako nagsabi na lesbian ako, na part ako ng community, kung ikakakon ko lang yung sarili ko sa mga opinion at gustong makita ng mga tao.
It has to do with human rights at dapat yun din ay isa sa mga prioridad ng ating gobyerno.
Hindi natin sasabi na wala ng violence. Kasi sa research that we've done between like 15 to 24-year-old na LGBT youth, pinakamataas na violence experience ng mga Becky ay sa bahay. So that is a reality for a lot of our children.
Obviously, it's not something that they support, but they're just saying it to seem agreeable. I'd rather you tell me how you feel straight up instead of being like, okay lang naman, pero you're going to go to hell.
Despite growing visibility and support for the Filipino LGBTQIA+ community, systematic barriers continue to shape everyday life. Today, we'll be talking about the continued fight for queer rights and why discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, and sex characteristics is the concern of everyone. Welcome to the Rolling Stone Philippines Roundtable. I am Super Starlet XXX, cultural worker, drag artist, and guest moderator of the Rolling Stone Philippines Roundtable. Joining me in the roundtable are film and television actress Clea Pineda,
Hi!
actor, singer, and artiste Nick Chen,
Hello.
former Representative Arlene Brosas of the Gabriela Women's Party, and Professor Antonio Clemente of the UP Rainbow Research Hub. Woohoo! Thank you everyone for joining. So my question is, syempre outside of our family or maybe inside our family, Filipinos struggle to understand what being queer is. They're also confused, syempre, what is LGBTQIA+, bakit may plus pa sa dulo. So, di ba? Parang bakit may plus? So, tanong ko, how do we describe to the Filipino, kay Aling Tasing na nasa malayong lugar, how do we describe to them what being queer is? You first, Nick. Ay, narinig ko. Narinig ko
Well,
na
naman,
may
my pressure.
ganon.
Well, at least for me, I think being queer is first and foremost, it makes you different, no matter what you are, no matter where you come from. It makes you different because the norm that society has put us in is that you're straight and you're cis. So if you're queer in any way, parang something is going to be very different about you no matter what. And that's okay though. And I think it's like learning to be okay with that, I think. I could not come up with a better answer right away.
Di ba? Parang, but sabi mo nga kanina, you have, marami sa family mo.
Yeah, I have
also
aunts,
queer.
I have uncles, I have
So,
many aunts.
did they, explain it to you na parang, okay, pamangkin,
But mine,
this is what it's like, ganyan.
they didn't expect it to happen. I mean, syempre
Okay.
naman, they didn't know. Pero like, it's not out of the ordinary because we have so many in my family. So, nobody really explained it to me. But when I came out to my mom, she was just like, it's fine. Like, it's normal. Like, you look at all the people in our family. Grabe naman. You're not the first. You're not the pioneer.
I
you know?
love that. So you really had an easy time coming out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
definitely-
I love that for you, that you had that experience. What about you, madam? How do we explain that to people outside our family?
Yes, actually, ang expertise ko kasi ay ang legislation, ano. It
Mhm.
is defined in the legislation what queer is. Actually, kung kay Aling Tasing yan, being different ay enough to explain, ano. You have your own identity, you have your own expression, and it's dapat gano'n, malaya ka. Gano'n kasimple yung pagkaka-explain doon sa batas na isinusulong namin for the LGBTQIA+ community.
Interesting. Meron ba tayong gustong idagdag doon?
Siguro dun sa difference, yung queer kasi has been used in so many ways. Minsan siya yung ginagamit nating umbrella for sexual and gender minorities.
Yeah.
No? So,
Yes.
minsan ginagamit natin yung queer to refer to yung mga lesbians, gay, bisexual, trans, no, intersex even, no, asexuals. Pero napaka-importante nung sinasabi nila about being different kasi kasama dun sa difference sometimes yung gender non-conformity. Yung kunwari you were born female, pero yung expression mo, yung pananamit mo, the way that you carry yourself ay masasabing masculine. So in that regard, kino-consider din siya na queer, no? At ngayon may parang yung difference kasi parang may ano na rin siya, yung the subversive element na parang to be different is to be okay, and that parang kailangan lahat tayo naiintindihan natin na kahit na magkakaiba tayo,
Normal lang yun.
normal lang yun. Oo.
Yes.
Ikaw ba, nahirapan ka bang i-explain to anyone that you're queer?
Nagka-time sa life ko na may part dun na nahirapan talaga ako and nahihiya ako. Nagka-time na natatakot ako, baka hindi ako matanggap. Pero umabot na ako sa point na tao lang din naman ako. So, kung hindi ako tanggap ng grupo na 'to or ng family na 'to or ng taong 'to, at least yung family ko tanggap ako. Yun yung importante sa akin.
That's good. That's I
Yeah.
mean, the family is such an important
Yun yung core
support.
mo
Yan
eh.
yung core mo,
Yun yung
whether
core
it's
mo.
you're the family you're born into or the one you choose. 'Di ba?
Yeah, for sure. I
'Di ba?
definitely
For
agree.
sure. Exactly. So parang my next question is, tahimik natin lahat.
Kasi parang exam naman eh.
Parang grabe. Okay.
Q&A.
You wanted to say something?
I want to like circle back to my
Okay.
previous answer a little bit. Like, I think to be more specific in a
Mm.
sense, to be different in gender or sexuality or identity, I feel like is a good definition for me, at least, for what queer is, because you can be different in a lot of ways, right? But being queer is specifically about something to do with your gender, your sexuality, or your sexual identity, or something to do with something related to that. I think,
Yun,
at least.
Sorry. Yeah, okay, can I build
Of
on that? Kasi
course.
parang I think yung interesting din ay pag napanood to ng mga tao, pwede lang makita na ito yung iba't ibang mukha ng queer. Di ba? And then so tatanungin nila, paano si Ma'am Arlene? Pero the work of Ma'am Arlene can also be considered queering something, no? Yung to be subversive in what it means to be, halimbawa, yung redefine nila what it means to be a family. Di ba? Queer, bahagi siya ng queering. Na lahat tayo may karapatan dapat nagko-queer siya. Bagamat hindi siya queer yung sinasabi ni Nick na in terms of gender and sexual orientation. Pero the work that she does can be queering in itself.
I agree. Yes.
how would you react to that? Parang alam mo yun, parang the Philippines, I mean, you can see the queerification. The queerification of everything around us. Parang there are people, parang sometimes it's just tolerated but not
Definitely.
fully accepted.
Sadly.
Sadly by society.
Oh
Na parang
my
alam mo yun,
God.
sometimes the queerification of something is just tokenism. 'Di ba?
Oh, that's different kasi sa iba. Siguro merong mga ganon, ano? Pero I won't say na walang ganon kasi definitely, culturally, mayroon talaga tayong iba't ibang mga paano tinitingnan yung queer or queerification or what do you call it, parang ganun. But for me, as a champion, no, of this LGBTQIA plus community and being one of the legislators na nag-push talaga nito in the 19th Congress, 18th, 19th Congress, I think, mahalagang-mahalaga itong piece of advancement na ito. It is a progress na kailangan ng Pilipinas, no? Importanteng maintindihan at maunawaan ng mga tao what SOGSC is, no? Hindi pa nga queer, SOGSC per se, na kailangan maunawaan ng mga tao. Then ma-equip natin ang mga tao na maintindihan nila katulad ng mga ordinaryong mamamayan, parang ganyan. So, hindi pwedeng i-push mo ito nang hindi mo rin naiintindihan na and you do parang nakikilala kung sino yung mga kasama mo dito sa pag-champion ng legislation na ito. So, yun. I've learned it kasi kapamilya nga, kasama sa bahay, kaibigan, everybody, no? Parang ganyan. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo sila tatanggapin. 'Di ba? Kailangan tanggap mo silang lahat. Hindi rin para sabihin na i-tolerate mo lang sila. Hindi. They have their own characteristics. They have their own gender. They have their own difference, parang ganyan. So, kailangan tanggapin yan ng mga tao.
Sige, I think para din clear sa mga the ones who are watching, ganyan, can we give examples or based on our experiences na parang our Soji, we were just tolerated but not accepted? Do we
I
have
have so many.
please share?
Oh my god, I remember when I came out as trans talaga, or like my top surgery stuff online. I remember seeing so many comments of people dropping in Corinthians from the Bible.
Oh my
And
God, the Bible verses.
Maraming mga tita, you write Bible verses, and then but like tolerate an example of toleration. People would be like, God loves you, pa, but go. Do you do you,
Backhand
but like, very backhanded compliments,
Yeah.
like stuff about like I don't think this is right, but you know what? If it's what makes you happy, then okay. Like obviously it's not something that they support, but they're just saying it to seem agreeable, and I obviously don't think that that's right. I mean, if anything, I'd rather you tell me how you feel straight up instead of being like, okay lang naman, pero you're going to go to hell. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
that's a difficult situation to be in. Parang alam mo yun, you open your social media and you get all these reactions. You're just sharing your joy.
yeah, I'm very lucky that I got a lot of positive feedback and a lot of positive reactions towards my coming out. But I also got a lot of people, saying stuff about my mom, saying stuff about my parents being wrong, making bad decisions, bad parenting, being like a lot of very religious stuff, like the devil has gotten to like her parents, and stuff, just stuff like just, again, like toleration, like saying stuff like it's fine, whatever makes you happy, but the but, so
You're going to hell, but
you're going to hell, but this is
oo,
against
yun.
God, but da 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 da.
But
Well,
I have a question on that. Parang, is it an attack? Parang ganon.
I
Do you feel attacked?
I honestly feel like it's people seeing something that they really don't understand and
Understand.
feeling so uncomfortable that they need to say something about it.
Mm.
And because it's online, they're less afraid because the person's not really in front of them. So you
And
can just
usually anonymous sila.
yeah,
Mga
like
trolls.
like this
did you have the
person's
same on your social media when
Oh
you
my God, yes. Sa akin naman, kasi ako kapag nagpo-post ako, for example, same sa kanya sa TikTok. Pag nagiging comfortable ako sa itsura ko, pag mas na-express ko yung sarili ko, kung paano ko i-express yung sarili ko, usually, ang nakikita kong comments talaga, parang puging-pugi siya sa sarili niya, parang gwapong-gwapo siya sa sarili niya, fiyo na fiyo niya, akala niya meron siyang ganito. Yung gano'n. And then pagka nakalugay naman ako na hair, ganda-gandahan ako, may mga comments na, yan dapat ganyan, nakalugay mo lang yung hair mo, dapat ganyan ka
Yes.
magdamit, hindi yung parang yung feeling ko kasi hindi nila naiintindihan, eh. Hindi normal sa kanila yung standard ng pagiging babae. Parang yun na yung naka-stick sa kanila. Meron silang sarili nilang kung paano nila tignan ng isang babae. Yun, hindi normal sa kanila makakita ng babae na palaging
Yeah.
naka-cap, palaging naka-shirt, hindi masyadong nagme-makeup, hindi normal sa kanila yun. Kaya hindi yun okay sa kanila. Pero kapagka normal kang babae na ganda-gandahan ako sa social media ko, doon ako nakakakuha na, ganda mo, maganda ka naman talaga, bakit ganito pa kasi yung napili mo? Then,
why do you think they react that way?
I think ang ganda ng word na gigat mo kanina, yung tolerance, kasi parang iniisip ko parang tinitiis ka lang nila. 'Di ba? Tinitiis parang okay lang na nandyan ka at hangga't kaya kitang tiisin, okay pa. Tapos I think yung nangyayari talaga dito ay marami talaga tayong karanasan of policing our behaviors.
Yeah.
Yung you can be in a particular place but you have to behave. And by behaving means parang you cannot ayos yung paghawak mo ng baso or yung pananalita mo, huwag ka masyadong babakla-bakla dyan. Or yun kagaya ng binabanggit nila Nick at nila Clea about like, they have to perform or behave in a particular way. Kasi nga may idea yung mga tao, I think yung sinasabi ni Clea kanina na ito lang dapat, ito lang yung
Kinahon.
tama.
yes.
Ito yung nga idea ng kuya, di ba? Gusto mo lumabas doon sa kahon. Pero yung mga tao, inisip nila, kasi yung pinakasimpleng paraan, ayaw ng mga utak talaga natin na magulo eh. So pag ang utak natin gusto niya simple lang,
Pag may nag-iba lang ng konti dyan, panic na yung mga tao.
Yun. So gusto nila na ikahon tayo lahat doon sa what should be in the box. So it's for them actually to make their lives more simpler, more comfortable at our expense.
Ignorance is bliss kasi the more that you know, the more that you have to think about something when it differs from something that you've known for such a long time. I can imagine that it's probably very difficult to comprehend. Like for example, if you're taught that there are only straight people in the world and and all of a sudden a gay person comes into your life, it's like, whoa, what do you mean? You know? So I understand, but it's also so embedded in our culture, I feel like, to be passive aggressive towards people we don't agree with, instead of just straight up being like honest and straightforward and like, I don't approve of this, instead of saying something like, and instead going like, I don't approve pero okay, it's fine.
Yeah, and minsan parang sa mga opinions ng mga tao na yun, dumedepende ka na kung paano yung mga susunod mong gagawin nang hindi mo namamalayan na nagbabase ka na sa mga gusto nila. Bakit pa ako nag-out? Bakit pa ako nag-out? Bakit pa ako nagsabi na lesbian ako, na part ako ng community, kung ikakahon ko lang yung sarili ko sa mga opinion at gustong makita ng mga tao? Interesting, right?
Interesting. Cheers tayo dyan. Cheers. Cheers.
Medyo umiinit na yung upuan.
Oo, medyo umiinit na yung upuan. Hindi, pero inom muna tayo. Cheers.
At habang uminom ka, curious ako, how is it like for you? Like for example, when you
Oo
go
nga.
out, na nakaganyan. I mean,
May nakaganito.
hindi naman siguro ganyan yung pilik mata mo. Like,
Ng everyday.
Ng everyday. What it's like?
what is it like? I mean, how is it like with your family? What are your own personal experiences of like
Oh
trying
my
to break
gosh, girl.
the
Girl.
boundaries?
Well, first of all, my family's Muslim. So
Oh, there you
it's a
go.
totally different ball game for me because acceptance isn't really, alam mo yun, it's not, it's harder.
Yes.
It's hard to come out sa family, especially sa mother father side kasi nga they're all from Mindanao, ganyan. So coming out was especially difficult. I realize so much yung strength that I get. I realize so much from meeting queer people, people who are like myself, because we don't have that growing up. You don't have a role model like that growing up. I know I have a gay uncle, but he wasn't able to come out, or parang alam mo yun, parang mababang tingin, ganyan. So parang me, I was born here in Manila, raised here in Manila. So mas open ako. I think kasi I nag-aral ako sa isang school na hindi Islamic studies, 'di ba? Unlike sa malayo din. So parang finding people who are like me as well na bakla and Muslim. That's a struggle that I have kasi parang I want to meet people who are, alam mo yun,
Same
same
struggles
struggle,
na meron.
exactly.
I completely understand what you mean.
Diba? It's hard to find that kasi hindi lahat gustong umamin na yun ang religion na pinapractice nila, or yung chosen
Yes.
na
Yes,
spirituality.
yes.
May hirap for me. So parang that's one of the reasons din na parang I really wish Soji Bill would push through para, alam mo yun, maprotektahan din yung mga taong kagaya ko na gustong magdasal
Yeah.
at maniwala sa kanyang paniniwala nang hindi naapektuhan ng diskriminasyon.
Yes.
So, yun.
Thank you.
At magbabalik ang Rolling Stones. So, yun siya. Pero alam mo yan, we've spoken about yung pagiging yung acceptance sa family mo na parang napakadali kasi nga may mga queer people in your family. Sa'yo rin naging madali. I guess your mom, your family is...
Parents ko sobrang minahal at tinanggap naman nila ako. Pero hindi siya naging madali. Hindi siya sobrang dali for me sa side ko. Pero at least umabot sa point na pinili nilang intindihin kasi nga mahal nila ako.
Parang I'm so happy now kasi parang 'di ba noon parang congratulations to you. I mean, it's a story na hindi nangyayari kadalasan, pero nangyayari na siya ngayon. And I think when we were syempre magkaka-batch tayo, magkaka-age tayo dito, no? When we were younger, growing up, it was harder to find, alam mo yon, to find that acceptance success story, 'di ba? Na parang sa tingin mo, why are people changing their minds or becoming more, alam mo yon, becoming more accepting na they have a child, hindi na siya ganun kagaya dati.
Siyempre, hindi natin sasabi na wala ng violence. Kasi sa research that we've done between like 15 to 24-year-old na LGBT youth, pinakamataas na violence experience ng mga Becky ay sa bahay. So that is a reality for a lot of our children. And sometimes when we think about people's motivations, minsan pag nagre-reflect ako, saan ba nanggagaling yung mga tao? Minsan yung motivation natin for doing behaviors ay fear. 'Di ba natatakot kami sa pag iniisip ko parang ano kinatatakutan nila? No, parang natatakot sila na makita na hindi magiging maayos yung kung sa magulang natin halimbawa, natatakot sila na umayos ka kasi pag babakla-bakla ka, hindi magiging maganda yung buhay mo. Pero I think yun yung importante about visibility.
Yes, yung
Ah,
mga
yung-
representation.
Yung mga kahit hindi tayo lagi nanalo sa laws, di ba? Pero meron tayong mga policies sa
Yeah.
workplace, ano,
There are
makita
wins.
ng
For
mga tao.
example, in cases of Quezon City, they have their own resolutions.
Right to
Diba? They
care.
passed
The right to
resolutions to
care.
protect the LGBTQIA plus community, anti-discrimination resolutions. Sa different cities, merong mga ganyan.
Mandaluyong kakapasala.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's good.
38
But
siguro.
we need a national law
Mm.
to protect everyone, 'di ba? Hindi kasi siya pwede na parang dito sa certain area, okay lang, ganyan, may discrimination, ganyan, ganito, hindi ma-address. Pero dito sa isang area, meron kang resolution, meron kang
Umandar ka lang ng
ordinances.
konti.
Oh, humandar ka lang ng
Umabante
konti.
ka lang ng
Iba
konti.
na,
Okay,
'di ba?
sige.
So parang ganun yung
Oo.
nangyayari. So parang tapos it doesn't solve. Halimbawa, yung pinaka problema, the problem is may mga hate crimes, 'di ba? Paano yung tinutugunan ng isang gobyerno? Kasi, 'di ba, paano niya yun tutugunan kung wala ka namang batas na sasabihin natin na siyang makakapagpatupad na ma-prevent ito o di kaya mabigyan ng justice yung mga nangyari. For example, yung nangyari kay I remember pinag-usapan natin si Diaz, 'di ba? Na hindi pinapasok sa isang facility, mga ganyan, 'di ba? Or pinalabas or yung isa pang case, the Pemberton case, which is very controversial to us, 'di ba? Yung sundalong Amerikano na siyang pumatay sa isang transgender. Ganun yung mga cases. So we really need to have a national law para dito. Hindi lang yung patsi-patsi, hindi lang yung merong ganito. Although I appreciate na merong ganyan, pero kailangan ng isang batas na magpoprotekta para sa lahat.
And I think yun the point that I was trying to make, yung parang para less na matakot na yung mga magulang natin, for instance, tukol sa buhay na maranasan. Pag magiging panatag yung loob nila, pag alam nila na, protektado na yung mga anak namin
May
kasi
batas para
may
sa
May
batas
batas
kanila.
sila.
kami
Oo,
eh.
oo, exactly.
Hindi nyo maaapi yung mga anak namin, di ba? So I think kaya importante ito yung sinasabi niya. Parang it's a protection for us, but it will make people's lives much, much better kasi hindi kayo masyadong matatakot para sa amin. Hopefully. Iba na yung kakatakutan nila.
So, yung next question is, how do you think these LGBTQIA plus rights affect broader issues na yun nga, parang itong ipapasa natin na batas, para lang ba to sa LGBTQ? Ganyan. Ano ba yung mga issue natin as queer people na issue rin ng ibang tao?
Actually, curious ako sa buhay. Later, curious ako sa how is it like sa buhay showbiz. Kasi di ba sa buhay showbiz, medyo yung stereotype ay maraming mga queer people who are working in the industry. And I wonder how they feel about having these kinds of policies and protection in their industry na supposedly predominantly powerful na tayo. No? Pero I don't know if Clea and Nick want to answer that. Pero yung dun sa sinasabi mo kanina, yung mga pag-aaral, isang pag-aaral globally, sinasabi nila na yung mga bansa na merong LGBTQ protection ay mas economically developed. Marami silang mga iniisip na paliwanag, pero yung isang inaano lang nila ay yung workforce. You want your best people in your country. At yung mga tao, hindi sila ma-exit yan kapag alam nila, hindi ako safe dito, hindi ako tanggap dito. Sa ibang bansa na lang ako magtatrabaho, doon ko ibibigay yung aking expertise. So,
Best mo.
yung best mo, there are so many pathways or reasons why that happens, but that is one way to look at it. No? Yung mga tao kasi inisip nila, hindi para sa mga bakla lang yun, pero hindi po kapag naipasa po yan, nakita po nila sa mga pag-aaral, yung buong bansa yung umaangat,
Nakikinabaw.
kasi it's a general feeling of safety. Kasi,
Yeah.
kasi alam mo na, straight ka. Ano ba, si Ma'am Earl, nasa kongreso siya. Hindi ko po alam kung may mga queer sa Congress, pero
Meron.
Shady look, no?
kunwari makita niyo,
She knows. Siguro
makita ni Ma'am Earl,
Meron.
May ano.
makita ni Ma'am
I'd be
Earl
very
na
surprised if
may
wala.
binubugbog halimbawa
Oo.
na trans na kongresista. Si Ma'am Erlyn, kahit na hindi siya queer, na makita niya na may binubugbog na na may general feeling siya na hindi safe dito hindi naman po talaga masyadong safe sa inyo. Pero anyway,
Hindi talaga safe.
lalo pa na may ganyang bugbugan, di ba? So,
Oo.
pero pag alam ng mga tao na, hindi pwede yan dito. Hindi pwede, di ba? Hindi yan pwede dito sa QC. Bawal yan sa QC. You feel much safer. Everybody feels safer. Kasi hindi ka makaka-witness ng violence.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I
Yeah.
think parang when you feel safer, you have a stronger voice to, alam mo yun, to speak up when you see something wrong is
Confident
happening.
ka.
You're much more
That's it.
confident when you know
Confident
that
ka.
area is protecting you, di ba?
Mm,
So, yun. Ikaw ba?
yes.
Okay, so parang buhay showbiz, we were talking about it nga earlier, na parang we know naman that showbiz, it's
Hindi natin
lugar
sinabi
siya na
lahat. Pero,
Di ba sinasabi
medyo
lahat?
madami.
Pero alam mo yun, parang syempre it's built on the shoulders of, of queer people, talent ng mga queer people, ganyan, and
Yeah.
everything. Since coming out, how has that affected you? How has your industry showed support?
Before ako mag-out, nakailang meetings kami with my management. Ako with my management. And sobrang supportive naman din nila. Pero sinasabi lang din nila sa akin kung ano yung mga pros and cons. Pero nandoon pa rin yung sinusuportahan nila ako kung ano yung magiging decision ko. And then after ko mag-out, extra challenge siya for me, of course. Kasi first, I don't know, pero ako lang yata yung isa sa mga artista dito sa Pilipinas na naglakas loob na mag-out kahit nasa industry ako. Kasi, 'di ba, kapag yung mga tao, pag sinabing artista, lalaki, babae lang yan eh. Kaya nga may love teams eh. Yung love teams, lalaki, babae always, 'di ba? Never pa tayo nakita ng lesbian love team, gay love team, 'di ba? So, hindi pa masyadong open nung nag-out ako. Pero naglakas loob ako kasi yun yung sinisigaw ng puso at isip ko. And dun ko mas alam ko sa sarili ko na mas magiging confident ako humarap sa mga tao. Hindi na ako makakaramdam ng kahit papaano, kahit anong takot kapag tinatanong ako tungkol sa SOGI ko. Hindi na ako kailangan magtago. Mas magiging matapang ako humarap sa mga tao. And na-feel ko yun after ko mag-out. Na-feel ko kung paano ko dalhin yung sarili ko every time na nakakamit ako ng mga bagong tao. Nakita ko yung changes na kung gaano ka-confident humarap sa mga tao. Unlike before ako mag-out na takot ako na baka may masabi ako na maisipan na, tibo yata to si Clea. Tapos ma-judge na ako nang hindi nila pa ako masyadong nakikilala. And okay din na after ko mag-out, ang daming nag-message sa akin, of course, na sobrang brave mo, sobrang lakas ng loob mo, saan mo nakuha yung courage, bakit ka nag-out kahit nasa industry ka. Sana ngayon, hindi na siya magmukhang, every time sana na may mag-out na isang tao, sana hindi na siya magmukhang, ang tapang naman niya. Sana maging normal na lang siya. Sana umabot na tayo sa point na, lesbian ako, so after nun, wala na, hindi na mahabang discussion after. Hindi na magkakaroon ng mahabang discussion na bakit ka naging tibo, bakit parang kailangan ko pa ba mag-out? Kailangan parang normal na lang siya na sasabihin mo sa isang tao. Bading ako, bakla ako, trans ako. So after nun, tapos na tayo. Wala na tayong kailangan pag-usapan. So yun sana yun. Kaya importante sa LGBTQIA+ community yung Pride Month. Kasi dito tayo nagkakaroon ng mga safe space. Dito natin nahanap yung mga tao natin. Yung mga people natin na alam natin na hindi tayo ma-judge. Hindi tayo takot i-express yung sarili natin ng totoo. Sana hindi na lang siya ma-stuck sa June. Sana hindi na lang siya for Pride Month. 'Di ba? Sana maging normal na lang siya. Kaya importante, si Madam dito sa table na to.
Diba? Kumusta ang support sa'yo ng kabaklaan in showbiz now that you've come out?
Name names.
Diba?
Siyempre may mga
Patay.
iba na ang hirap naman sabihin na lahat sila sobrang supportive. Pero meron pa rin talagang iba na sobrang conservative pa rin pagdating sa ganitong bagay. Pero most of them sa industry, sobrang wala, hindi naman siya nagiging big deal, hindi naman siya yung uupo talaga para pag-usapan, "Bakit ka nag-out? Bakit ganito yung naging desisyon mo?" Parang normal na siya and yun yung nakakatuwa kasi medyo nagpo-progress na yung Pilipinas pagdating sa ganyan. Pero yun nga, paunti-unti lang, tinitiis lang tayo minsan.
Okay. Yun nga, also wanted to ask din sana kanina na since you're in showbiz anyway, is there anything you want to change in the industry to make things easier, better for LGBTQ artists?
Um,
Oh,
Oo, question
Sa'yo
ko
na
rin for
kanilang
you.
dalawa.
Siya muna, ikaw
after ako
muna.
naman.
Oo.
Hinga muna ako.
Hinga muna.
Hinga muna ang tubig.
Well, I mean, my show business is a little different compared to yours, I think, because I'm in theater, diba? And at least from what I know, it's very supported in theater. But the only thing is like, I guess for me, the only thing I guess I wish I could see more of is, um, I suppose more representation.
Hmm.
You know, more representation, which we are getting. Since I've been here, I've been seeing a lot more like stuff, where it features, diba si Ai Sigera. So there's like that, and then I get to be in shows, which is nice. But like I suppose, I mean, growing up, in theater particularly, it's very accepting of mostly everyone, you know.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to exactly say um, what is needed, and I haven't been here, at least in show business here as long as you have. But you know, I definitely think more representation is always good, for sure.
And sa industry naman namin, sa film and
Yan, sa
series,
Uh-huh.
I think yun nga, importante yung representation.
Yeah.
And ngayon, medyo may mga naglalakas loob ng gumawa ng mga pelikula na nag-represent ng mga queer people, queer women. Like yung film ko na, yun nga, yung open endings, nalalabas nationwide. I think ang lakas ng, ang grabe yung suporta na makukuha ng community. Dahil nire-represent namin sila, isa kami sa nagre-represent ng community na ito yung hinihingi ng mga tao eh. Ito yung parang hindi siya, siguro parang nahihirapan yung mga tao intindihin yung community dahil hindi sila masyadong nakakakita o nakakanood ng mga pelikula kagaya nito. And I think it's about time na maglabas tayo or gumawa tayo ng mga ganong klaseng pelikula para meron tignan yung mga tao at mas maintindihan nila yung buhay natin, yung community natin na tao lang din tayo. Tao lang din
Yeah.
tayo, kagaya lang din nila na nahihirapan tayo sa buhay, lumalaban tayo sa buhay. Minsan napuputulan pa ng kuryente yung iba sa'min, na tao lang din kami, tao lang din tayo.
And that like queer people in media are not depicted so much as like the laughing, like the butt of jokes,
Correct.
and just like or the comedic
Mhm.
relief of stories. Instead, just a normal person,
Yes.
just a normal
Yes.
person,
I think, yeah, and if we do more representation, I think people would be able to understand more the
and get
importance.
used to seeing.
Get used to seeing, so they'd understand also more about this bill, which
Yeah.
has been stalled for 26 years.
Well,
Can you believe that? Parang siya nakagraduate ng college. Pero like, quality bills, yung SOGS, yung latest version nito, di ba?
very specific doon sa SOGI SC na bill na yung workplaces, no? Yung mga trabaho ng mga tao, saan man yan, hindi lang sa media, hindi lang sa pag-aartista, hindi lang, in everything, dapat protected yung mga, and hindi dapat na-discriminate yung mga LGBTQIA+ community natin. Actually, that's why kailangan siya kasi nadi-discriminate sila eh. Minsan nagkakaroon sila ng mga problema, minsan, 'di ba, mga gano'n, o di kaya mga reactions. Kanina yung sinasabi niya, yung toxic masculinity yun eh. Yung sabihin mo na, iludladlad mo yung yung buhok, etc. Ganyan, no? So, it's a form of discrimination, ano? So, kailangan, we have to address that through sa ganon. In workplaces, in health facilities, in education. Tapos, comprehensive mo siya, kailangang i i-tackle, parang gano'n. Hindi siya sa isang part lang, parang ganyan. Hindi naman we don't live in a vacuum.
Yeah.
So, kailangan talaga in all fronts, kailangan alam natin kung paano i-present ito na na parang maging normal, 'no? Yun
Yeah.
yung sinasabi natin, eh. Actually, we don't need this kung talagang we respect yung lahat, 'no,
Ano,
ng mga karapatan ng mga tao, 'no?
I have a question. Obviously, for us queer people, this Maipasang SOGS bill is something that's very personal to us. When did it become personal to you?
Oh. Tapos sasabihin sa atin
Gusto mo
na,
hindi, pero
it was never
bakit siya
personal.
naging importante sa'yo?
Actually, activist kasi ako, eh, ever since,
Yes.
So, in college, nakakausap ko, nakakasama ko and everything, ang lahat ng iba't ibang mga klase ng tao at iba't ibang opinyon. So, if hindi ka bukas sa opinyon ng iba, mahirap para sa'yo yun, lalo na kung aktivista ka and you really want change. And if you want to change, you have to listen. You have to start asking questions. You have to know them, you have to feel them, you have to do everything para malaman kung paano matutulungan natin ang bawat isa. So, siguro nag-start yun dahil aktivista ako, mas gano'n pa dahil I believe in these causes. I believe in this change na kailangan. At kung hindi ito magagawa sa panahon ko, kawawa ang mga susunod na henerasyon. It's not because ngayon lang 'to, kundi sa mga susunod pang panahon. Gusto ko ng bright future for them. Gusto natin yung mga susunod na henerasyon, open sila, hindi sila magdi-discriminate, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng hate crimes, mga gano'n. So, that's that's the point na gusto kong sabihin dito sa
Oo,
oo.
we're so grateful for that.
Yeah.
She's mothered.
And to
Yes.
all
Maraming
our,
salamat po.
lahat ng mga Congress people ating sa Senator sa atin are very supportive of the bill also. So,
Yes.
thank you po at sana yung
maraming
mga,
Oo.
salamat po.
Oo.
wala na sila sa landas natin yung mga.
But gusto ko malaman, ano bang kalaban natin? Ba't di siya maipasa-pasa?
Yeah, oo.
Name
Sige
names
na.
po.
Oo. This is a
May
safe
kalaban
space.
talaga.
Ilalagay po nila sa scroller sa
Oo.
baba yung mga pangalan. Sige ma'am, okay lang. We're in a
Ipa-flash
safe
po dyan sa
space.
screen.
Of course, there are people in Congress, no? Representatives in Congress that do not want it to pass. Alam natin yon kasi sa maraming mga hearings na naganap ng mga nakaraan ng 17, 18, 19th Congress. Nasaksihan ko naman yon, There are fundamentalists, representatives in Congress na they do not want it to pass. At saka meron din sa church, sa Catholic Church even, representatives from the Catholic Church na nagba-vow talaga na hindi nila gusto ito. But of course, sabi ko nga, it's in the leadership. Sa klase din ng gobyerno na meron ka. The ones who govern you, 'di ba? Dapat naiintindihan din nila na halimbawa, kung ang speaker o di kaya ang presidente, okay sa kanya 'yan, mapapasa 'yan. Kaya hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit hindi siya maipasa ngayon. May position ba ang current administration against this kind of bills? Dapat malaman natin 'yun, 'di ba?
Kasi hindi sila
So,
sumasama sa debate mismo, wala. Para it doesn't, tama ba ako?
Yeah, but sa debate kasi sa committee hearings kasi, every single agency of the government should be there. At kailangan magsalita sila at kailangan magsabi sila ng kanilang posisyon kaugnay diyan. Kasi ang bill naman hindi naman lang 'yan tungkol sa nilalaman, 'di ba, sa content. It is also in paano i-implement ito, kakailanganan nito ng general appropriation, kailangan nito ng para masagawa mo yung batas, 'di ba? So, kailangan tanungin yung bawat ahensya. O ngayon, tanungin natin DILG, tanungin natin DOJ, tanungin natin Department of, 'di ba? Yung mga ganyan. So, 'pag hindi yun in line with the current administration or hindi niya pina-priority yun, hindi yun mapapasa. Alam natin yun, sa politics gano'n. Kung anong pinag-uusapan ngayon, yun yung para sa kanila ay importante. Pero sa atin na mga ganito, napakahalaga para sa atin na makapagpasa ng batas na makakapagprotekta, 'no, sa bawat isa sa atin. So, this actually, sabi nga natin, it has to do with human rights at dapat yun din ay isa sa mga prayoridad ng ating gobyerno. So, yun yung kung hindi yan pumapasa, hindi yan nasa priority ng Yun ang hirap.
Yun ang-
No? Yan ang mga kalaban mo. Ang kalaban mo, kahit na magsalita ka doon sa plenaryo, magsalita ka, ano ka dyan, magwala ka sa committee hearing, hindi papasa yun kung hindi
Pinapansin.
Kung di
oo,
pinapansin.
kung hindi yun bibigyan ng
Priority.
kaukulang panahon
Mm.
at pagpasa talaga ng Kongreso.
And with what's happening sa current political climate natin now na ang bilis rigodon ng mga bagay-bagay, di ba?
Oh,
Di mo
grabe.
malaman kung
Senate?
anong klaseng future
Sa
meron
Congress.
tayo. But if the fight continues beyond this Congress, di na naman maipasa, di na naman
Yeah.
umabot ng first, second reading, ganyan. How do we make sure that there are leaders in government who will not only inherit the advocacy, but actively continue it?
Yeah, kami sa Gabriela Women's Party, hindi kami natatapos ng tao lang 'di ba? Yung parang gano'n. It's not in the personalities na pumapasok diyan. Mas yung principles namin to advance human rights. So kasama talaga sa posisyon namin palagi ang pagpasa ng batas para sa mga para sa karapatang pantao. Kaya kasama palagi 'yon. Aasahan niyo 'yon, kasama palagi 'yon ang SOGSC kapag kagaling sa Gabriela Women's Party. Of course, that's a women's ano kasi party list at organizations ang mga nagpo-push niyan. Pero sa iba, siguro merong mga personal kung transgender or ganyan or mga iba pang mga gusto talagang maipasa ito. Pero for others, baka hindi nga nila naiisip pa 'yan. So talagang importanteng-importante yung education aspect nung batas. Kaya kailangan ipakalat siya, kailangan ipaalam siya, kailangan iparinig natin na ito ay importanteng magawa, parang ganyan. Ah, it's hindi din end all and be all, 'di ba, ang batas. Kasi alam naman natin na pupuwede rin naman siyang, maa-address niya lang yung certain point, Pero tayo as a society, 'di ba, parang ganyan, kailangan talagang, maintindihan natin na ma-educate ang lahat, yun ang importante, parang ganyan. Hindi lang siyang, para mapasa yung batas kundi sa everyday life natin.
Magagamit natin siya.
Oo, yun, gano'n yun siya, ma-equip natin yung
Mm.
ating mga sarili para doon. Yun, that's how siguro gano'n ko na-e-envision. Kasi ang hirap na iasa mo rin lang do'n, 'di ba, sa isang aspeto. Tayo as a society, how do we respect each other, 'di ba? Sa ating mga opinions, sa ating mga pag-unawa, sa ating mga pagtingin, 'di ba? Gano'n yung iniisip ko.
Yes. Siguro I wanna ask ko lang siguro everyone before we close things off. Parang, yun na nga, yun na yung latest, di ba?
Yeah,
SOGS
yes.
bill, that's the latest version. It's on its 26th year, baka maging 30 years pa nga. So parang, personally, what can we do as individuals to make sure that people continue to be educated? Or what can we do para, I don't know, that this law that we are trying to pass is there always in the front line? Basahin nyo na.
Ako sa akin baka mga patchwork of policies. Parang baka nahihirapan kasi yung mga tao to imagine it like as a law. Yung parang ano bang itsura ng isang law pag napasa yan, di ba? Pero maybe if schools, for example,
Yeah.
in their handbooks, a lot of companies, no, dun sa kanilang mga DEI initiatives, parang if we start with policies, then maybe people will see how it might look like if we make it like at a bigger level, no? But on the other hand, habang sinasabi natin yan, feel ko dapat yung mga tao rin mas maging cognizant tayo na tignan din natin kung yung ginagawa ba natin, even if we mean well, kung yun ba ay nakakatulong doon sa pagpapabuti ng buhay ng mga queer individuals. Kasi minsan halimbawa may mga kumpanya, uso kasi sa mga kumpanya ngayon yung mga employee resource groups, no? Yung parang lahat ng mga queer individuals meron kayong support group, no? And then ang kadalasang nangyayari ay by default, yung ma-identify nila na ay parang bakla yun. So baka or tibo, siya rin gawin nating head of the employee resource group na ang nangyayari tuloy dun sa queer individual, ayaw na niya to participate kasi hindi naman siya bayad dun. pinili siya kasi by the mere fact na Becky siya or na Tibu siya, so nagkakaroon siya ng double, triple burdens of like, I have to do my job, but now I have to leave the ERG just because. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, even though we have the policies in place in a lot of these companies, we also have to kind of educate ourselves and check whether our behaviors are harming. Parang hindi lang siya kasi hindi yung nagiging default ay, may policy kami, so sundin natin siya. Pero dun ba sa paraan ng pag-implement natin nun, natitiyak ba natin na napoprotektahan natin yung mga tao or nag-contribute pa tayo further doon sa burdens ng mga queer individuals? So I think that's my very long-winded way of answering your question.
Do you have a shorter version?
Watch open
Second
relationships.
Wow,
Open.
Open endings po.
Open
yes.
ending. Sorry,
Open
open
ending.
ending.
Nationwide release na kami. Yes.
That's your short answer.
Ayun ang short answer ko. More representation.
More representation.
Para mas
Yeah.
maintindihan din ng bawat tao, bawat isa na normal lang kaming tao. Normal lang tayo. Hindi tayo naiiba. Hindi tayo dapat dinidivide sa mga straight people.
And hindi lang mga celebrity or mga whatever. It can be your child, it can be your cousin, it can be your tita, it can be whoever. You know, it can be your friend. And it's not like, oh, that can't happen to me. It can happen to people you love. And I'm not saying like it can happen to you, but like it's being queer is not limited to some, like, for example, like, how do I say this in a positive way? Like you see, you know, mga bakla sa TV. And like and I know that like when I growing up seeing like Vice Ganda sa TV, diba? It's like very up there, like very away from my personal life. You know what I mean? So it's like parang sa stage yun lang. You know, and I can understand now that, but like hindi sa pamilya ko kasi wala, that's rare. Pero hindi naman. Maraming mga super common being queer, but so many people are afraid to talk about it because of, you know, because people are not nice, people are mean. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, a really important thing for me is like, put aside your prejudice to put first the people you care about. You know?
At saka yung respeto, dapat hindi siya conditional.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yes.
Dapat
Humans deserve respect.
Hmm.
You know, everyone deserves respect for sure. At the end of the day, we're talking about this like it's a human rights issue, not just a specific, you know, queer issue or something. It's human beings. It's a human rights issue.
Oh, mahirap ang magpakatao
Oo.
ngayon. Si pagpapakatao yun eh, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung, parang ako naman, ang last ko naman siguro sasabihin dito, it's so GSE, sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, sexual characteristics. Those are terms na maiintindihan ng mga maliliit nating mamamayan. Kahit yung mga pinakamahihirap nating mamamayan, mahalagang masabi sa kanila ito, mahalagang maintindihan nila ito. Kasi yung iba hindi rin naman nila alam na nag-express sila ng iba din eh. So parang ganon, para to identify themselves, malaman nila, parang ganyan. And to make it normal doon sa ganong mahalagang maipasa yung batas ngayon. Mahalagang maipaliwanag yung mga bills na meron. There are about 9 bills right now in Congress. Iba't iba po ang mga ang mga authors niyan. Of course, one of us ay si Congresswoman Sara Elago and Percy Sandania, of course, and ML Party List, si Kong Laila de Lima and others. Marami pa po, no? So ibig sabihin, meron mga men, no, na authors. I think meron pang mga iba na ano. So kung marami din kung merong mga ayaw, marami di hamak ang gusto.
May gusto.
Nice.
Oo.
Kaya there is always hope na ito ay maipasa, na ito ay magkaroon ng kaganapan, na ito ay maintindihan at maunawaan ng lahat.
What does genuine allyship look like to you?
Genuine
Allyship.
Hmm.
Or do you think there are unspoken responsibilities that come with being visible as an LGBTQ person in the Philippines?
Unfortunately, yes.
What are those responsibilities?
Personally, I feel like instantly when I came out, I felt the responsibility seeing it like parang sobrang minority ako. Like I don't see a lot of trans guys, transgender people in general, in represented here, and like I mean I have this Jake Zyros, and Isigera, but like I'm very grateful for the path that they've paved
Hmm.
for me, because of them I have been able to also do things that, so I can show up, for example, I can show up here and I can talk about this. And I think genuine allyship is just a person who may not completely understand what you're going through, but is able to be there for you anyways. And I think, like, for example, for me, at least my mom, I think, is a good example of genuine allyship, because she herself is straight, she herself is cis, but she is a huge ally to the community. And despite it, she tries to show her respect and her care and her advocacy through majority of what she does. And I think that that is a really good example of an ally, of someone who is unafraid to show that they are an ally and who is shameless of that.
And I'm happy that your mom is a good representation of that.
I am as well.
Yeah.
Sobrang lucky ako, grabe.
I hope she inspires more moms to be like her, who accept their
Yes.
children the way they are.
Actually, katulad sinabi ni Nick, kasi yung mga allies, kailangan din nila mag-come out. 'Di ba? Nagka-come out
Kinda, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, yun yung one of the difficult things about being a parent of a queer child. Kasi you come out multiple times. Hindi lang isang beses yun, na
Yeah.
punta ka sa isang party, tas, ay, yung anak mo ba ay
Yeah.
Maraming
Yes.
beses yun.
And maraming beses. So, I think we also have to give props to our... gusto mo pag-usapan? Iiyak? Hindi. Ano yung mga magulang natin, yung mga kaibigan natin na sumasama sila dun sa journey natin. Kasi akala ng mga tao, nagka-come out yung mga LGBT, yung mga queer. Pero yung mga pamilya namin, nagka-come out din sila so many times. And I think that is such a nice example of what genuine allyship looks like. That you go through that, even if it hurts, even if it's difficult. But that kailangan niya ng anak ko, ng kaibigan ko, kasi walang gagawa niyan para sa kanya. Maybe that's one. But also, siguro dagdag ko lang, yung allyship amongst us. Kasi minsan, like, we don't, minsan inisip ko, kailan yung huling beses na nag-hangout ako with, like, lesbian, cool, beautiful lesbian friends.
Beautiful lesbians.
Magiging love team namin ni Clea. Pero, yung ano ko ay, kailan? Minsan tayo pa yung hindi natin sinusuportahan yung isa't isa. May
Sa
mga,
loob ng community,
sa loob ng
nade-divide pa
community, may
tayo.
mga hindi naniniwala that trans women are women. Parang, totoo ba? Yung parang, feeling ko bahagi rin yan ng allyship. Yung tayo rin, kailangan natin i-make sure na
Supportahan niya.
yung mga kamalian natin, huwag natin ilabas sa iba, di ba? Atin yan, itago natin yan. Tapos tayo, supportahan natin yung
Isa't isa.
bawat isa. Lalo na yung mga kailangan natin iangat na mga bahagi ng ating community.
Gusto kong mag-expand doon sa parang how do we solve that? Yung mga ano masasabi natin doon sa mga within the community, nagkakaroon ng disagreements, patol si ganito, patol si ganyan, parang
Nag-aaway-aaway.
nag-aaway-away, parang what do we say to that? When that happens, parang
English, please.
parang ano ito, pababayaan? Ano
Sorry
parang
po.
dead mo na lang ba tayo? Or, ewan ko, it also bothers me when these things happen. Parang, how education is not the same in regards to a certain
You mean like part of the community?
part of the community.
So I think what start to say is, like, how do we address the tensions inside our own community, the lack of allyship within our community? Because I would imagine,
Well, I mean, there's a lot of that's a whole other thing. I think
That's a whole-
that
yeah.
like there's like religious aspects in that.
Yes.
There's just internal homophobia in general, like which is another entirely very difficult topic to discuss. But like how I guess just remembering our own experiences and putting ourselves in other people's shoes, despite maybe feeling very like I know very little of what it's like to be, for example, to be you. But I can try my best to imagine in order to sympathize, in order to understand, in order to be friends with you. You know what I mean? And I think that that's the best way that it can, the best way that we can do it, and that I can think of right now.
Sa akin, genuine allyship. Siguro yung time na pumunta akong Pride March, tas kasama ko yung papa ko. Wow!
Mm. Oh.
Sobrang grateful ako
Thank
sa
you,
parents
Daddy.
ko, sobra. And yung mom ko na po-post din siya sa social media na with the rainbow flag. Yun yung genuine allyship bringing.
I remember my dad like didn't really understand it when I came out. Pero after grabe yung like my like, he finally like was like okay, And I remember like when I had to tell my mom like I wanted to transition and stuff without a second, like after waiting for a while because it's a huge decision. She I had a huge breakdown, and that's all that she needed to know that like okay, it's okay. Sige. Like, kasi putting the person first instead of, whatever, like putting the person's health, putting the person's care, putting the person's mind at ease and everything first instead of your own, like, little prejudices or anything. Not to say that my parents are very prejudiced, but like putting that aside for the people you love, I think is true allyship. And questioning yourself and trying to learn more.
Mere presence is very important, no? Talagang yun eh. Yun eh. Genuine allyship. Yung nandun ka the whole time, no? Kasama mo. Kasabay mo sa lahat ng struggle. So parang, actually, yun ang genuine allyship para sa akin. No? Kasabay mo yan sa struggle, sa lahat. No? Kasama mo siya sa lahat ng tagumpay mo, sa lahat ng
Hirap,
hirap
lungkot.
mo, yan yun. Yan ang genuine allyship. Hindi ka naman iiwan. Kasi at the end of the day, parang sa mga organizations, di ba, ng mga LGBTQIA+ community, nagtatransform din lang naman eh. Hindi naman sila nawawala. Magkakasama pa rin ang lahat. So at the end of the day, kung sino yung mga magkakasama na yon. And hindi sila nagbabakbaka ng isa't isa. Pero
Hindi
magkakasama sila.
nagugulpian sa loob.
We love to hear
Part-
that, ma'am.
Part of the transformation or progress is to struggle, di ba? Yung magiging resulta ng struggle, yun. That's the progress. So I think yung presence at yung struggle, importante. Yun yung main takeaway ko dun sa sa question ng genuine allyship.
Na-touch lang ako kasi parang katabi ko ngayon dito parehas yung ally nila are parents nila. And alam mo yun, not a lot of us got to experience that with our own family. So parang good energies. I love that. Ganyan. Mga parents ha, dapat ganun din. My main takeaway.
Yes.
Yes. I love your energies. Thank you so much. Before anything, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yun
And
to
thank you.
you.
That was
Thank you
amazing.
also.
Being in this table and discussing our experiences when it comes to our sexual orientation, gender identity expression, and of course the SOGI-esque bill na kailangan na natin ipasa, 26 years and counting. It reminds me of this artwork that I saw by an unnamed artist somewhere in UP. It was this blackboard, a small blackboard pang kindergarten na nakalagay A, B, C, D, yung alphabet, A to Z, and then sa ilalim nakalagay, gay rights are human rights. Same blackboard na the feeling that you get na kung ituturo natin simula pagkabata pa lang na lahat tayo ay iba-iba, lahat tayo ay iba't iba tayong klaseng tao at kung ano man yung meron siyang mga karapatan na binibigay natin sa isa ay dapat meron tayong lahat. Kung tinuturo natin yan at such an earlier age, napakaraming buhay ang gagaan, masasagip at matutulungan. Kaya sana maituloy natin maipasa natin ang SOGI bill at kahit anong mangyari, may mga tao ipaglalaban to. So,
Thank you so much. Join the conversation by subscribing to the Rolling Stone Philippines YouTube channel and following us on all social media platforms. Until next time.
Bye.